All right, welcome all. Right now, I'm going to show you how to use our VHS to DVD converter kit. So you have the option to check out our kit. You also have an option to use a kit inside the library. So you have two different ways you can access this kit. Just let a librarian know if you'd like to put our kit that can be checked out on hold. We'd be happy to put that on hold for you or set you up with an appointment to do this within the library. So right now, I'm going to walk you through what the process for converting your VHS tapes to DVD is going to look like. So first things first to know, the kit does come with directions. So the kit will show you, the kit will have directions for what to do. So you can use those as needed. So the first step we're going to do is we are actually going to set up our video capture device. Oh, two other things to think about before you start this process. So thing number one, this is not intended for any materials that are under copyright. So this is really intended for home movies, things you created yourself. So there's that copyright disclaimer. Thing number two to keep in mind, it will take as long as the video is long to convert. If you're thinking about it, it is basically taking a video of the video. So if you have 2 hours of footage, it is going to take 2 hours to convert it. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. All right, back to how we do this. So first things first, you're going to take out the device from the box here, and this is what's going to connect your computer to the VCR. So I've got the VCR plugged in, right there. The VCR is plugged in. So I'm just going to take and match these cables. And I'm going to take this USB port, and I'm going to find the USB port on the computer here. And I'm going to plug it in. So I have plugged it into my computer USB. And I have plugged in this, and my VCR is plugged into my VCR is plugged into the power. So I turned on my VCR, and now I'm going to go ahead and set up my Elgato software. So I'm going to share my screen so you can take a look at what that looks like. I have pulled up my Elgato software, and this is what the opening screen looks like. So here you can title the movie. I'm going to be recording a graduation video, so I'm going to put graduation. And down here, it's going to have you give an estimate of how long you think the video is. So I'm going to say I'm going to record for about 30 minutes. And it will give you an estimate here of how much space that file is going to take up. It's just a guesstimate. You can always change it later. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click continue. And this is going to be where we double check that everything is looking okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put my tape in. That we can make sure everything is looking good on the video. Press play. All right, so now you should be able to double check that the video is working. You'll see it. Oh, and I can hear it too. So that means that it's working. So when I heard it, if you don't hear the sound, you'll want to make sure This is another point you want to check and make sure that sound is coming through. You should hear it. All right. So this is where we can set up our recording. And the way this works, so if you know how long your recording is going to last, you can set it up to hear. This is where at the beginning, when you estimated, you told it how long you think it is, and that gives you the option to set it up to automatically only record for that length of time. So you don't have to do that if you're going to be here, or if you know about when, but not quite. You want to set yourself a timer, come check back in on it. That's great too. So that's just an option for you, if that'll work for you. It may or may not. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start recording. And we do have to press play on the VCR. So, and as I mentioned, it's going to record as long as you play. Okay, so I stopped recording there after that 30 seconds, but you can record however long you need to record. I'm just kind of condensing that. So this screen is going to give you the option to trim the recording. So this is going to play back your recording, and you can move these arrows. If you know, like for example, here we have this blue screen at the beginning of the recording. Let's say we wanted to cut that blue screen out. So that's going to give us that option. So you can trim where you need to. All right, so from there, now we're going to go. Obviously, it's going to take much longer with a longer video, but so that step right there was it processing the video, so changing it to a file. So for a longer video, that's going to take a little while. And here it's going to give you the options to pull it up. So once your video is done converting, it's going to come up with this menu. And from here, you're going to have to determine what type of options you want to save your file. So obviously this is going to be different if you are using our take-home kit and you are on your home computer. From there, you'll just want to save wherever makes sense to you on your own computer. But if you're here at the library and you're going to need to take this file with you, you have a couple of options. So you are able to burn your video to a DVD. You are also able to add your video file to a USB drive. And as well, you can always upload your video to, service such as Google Drive or Dropbox that will store your video in the cloud. So I'm going to show you, most likely you are going to want to add your video to your Windows Media Player library to be able to move the file where you want. But certainly if you do want to, first I'm going to show you how you would want to burn the DVD. So let's say you want to burn this to a DVD. You are going to first put the DVD in. From there, you're going to click Add to Windows Media Player Library, and then your video should appear right here. You're going to need to head over to Burn, and you're going to drag your video here. And of course, right now I don't have a DVD in, but if I did, I would click the Start Burn button right here. So that's one option. Let's say you wanted to save this to a USB drive. So the easiest way to do that would be going back to this Elgato menu, and you can find the file here. Oh, it's going to pop up. So it's showing me the file location right here. So I know it's in my video folder. So I'm going to go ahead and open my folder. And I'm going to open my video. And I can see my files right there. So if I have I'm going to plug in my USB, and then I'd be able to drag the file to the USB. So those are going to be the two main ways you're going to save your file from our computer at the library. And as always, let us know if you have any questions. And as always, let us know if you have any questions. We're happy to help. And make sure that you leave with the file you want to leave.